Welcome to Innerji, tarot, astrology, numerology, and all things metaphysical. And yes, by the numbers behind me, we are talking numerology today. We are moving into the month of July. So what I would like to do is share with you a little bit of information about the energies of the numerology for the month of July 2025. So how do we calculate the universal month for July? It's really quite simple. All we do is take the current month number. So July is the 7th month of the year. Then we look at the universal year number, and that is adding up for 2025. So we add the 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. That gives us 9. So we have the 7th month for July and the number 9 for the universal year. We then add those together. So 7 plus 9 equals 16. Now in numerology, we reduce the numbers back down to a single digit. So we add the 1 plus 6 and we have the universal month of 7, which happens to match the 7th month, which is July. So 7, it's such a strong number. So what does all of this mean? Let's take a look. So we are coming into a 7-month for July 2025, and it's also the 7th month of the year. So that adds a little bit of extra, if you like, energy, a little bit of amplification to that number 7. So what can you expect for July in terms of 7 numerology? Well, this is a very analytical number. The number 7 is a number of going within. We're looking at our spirituality. We're looking at our philosophies in life. We're going into the deeper aspects of who we are when we are going through number 7 energy. And there are positives and negatives to everything in numerology. So the positive aspects of the number 7 is that it's a great month to start really researching information. So if you're thinking of starting a new project or doing something new, July with that number 7 energy is a great month to dive in and research the facts of the matter, getting the knowledge that you need in order to make a good decision. It's also a number of trying to understand things at that deeper level, not just superficially going, oh yeah, that's what that means, but really diving deep underneath the surface. It's also a time where we want to withdraw our energy a little bit, come back into ourselves. And of course, here in the Southern Hemisphere, we are in winter, and this is naturally a time of hibernation as well. So that number 7 energy, wanting to look more within ourselves rather than looking outward. So this gives July the energy of a sense of slowing down, kind of slow down a little bit and go with the flow. The other thing I want to say about this number is the shadow side, the not so happy side. With number 7, with this need to want to withdraw and be almost like a hermit, there can also be this sense of loneliness, feeling that you're unsupported, feeling like you're totally disconnected, because we can get into our mind so much. But remember, the number 7 is a deep spiritual number as well. So the flip side of that is, yes, you could feel a little more alone, a little more lonely, but perhaps sitting into that need for solitude, sitting into that need for some quiet time away from the rush. So for July, if you can balance out the start of the new financial year here in Australia with that need to slow down and just taking some time out to think a little bit more deeply about what you want to achieve in the month, what you want July to look like for you. The tarot card that's associated with the number 7 is the Chariot. And the Chariot is about taking control. Taking control in order to set a path, in order to make decisions, to know your way forward. And that times in very beautifully with July being a numerological number 7 as well. Really looking at the strategies, looking at your plans for the month, looking at your plans for the longer term and how you can start implementing them. So how will July affect you? It would depend on your life path number. If you have a number 7 as your life path number, then this can feel very natural for you, feel very comfortable for you. If, say, perhaps you are a number 1 life path number, then you'll be wanting to look at how you can take a leadership role in doing that, in planning, in strategizing. If you're a number 2, this might be a little bit of a harder number for you for July, because the number 2 likes to be with others, likes to be at least with one other person. Partnership is really important. So stepping back and looking at partnership from that perspective of the number 7, diving deep, might be helpful for you. Number 3 is kind of the antithesis of number 7. Number 3 is communicative, out there, out in groups. So again, if your life path is a number 3, the number 7 might be a little bit jarring for you for July. If you're a number 4, stability, earthing and groundedness, the practicality. So this works well with the number 7, with that taking time to analyse, slowing down, thinking through. If you're a number 5 life path number, you love the change. You like the chaos. So number 7 might feel like it's slowing you down a little bit too much and that you don't really want to dive too deep, but it will be worth the effort if you do so. If your life path number is a number 6, service, family and harmony are very important to you. So how does that match up with July being the number 7 for you? Can be a little bit hard, because with that 7 energy, there can be a bit of a disconnect. But with that number 6 energy of your life path, harmony balance is extremely important to you. So use that energy of harmony and balance and marry that up with your ability to dive deep into that energy. With number 8, this is a number of achievement. It's a number of your finances, success, career, all that kind of thing. So use that number 7 wisely with the number 8 to really look at what you want to plan in terms of successes in the future. Number 9 is about the humanitarian. It's about the giving, the generosity. It's about the bigger picture, the bigger world. And so 7 can be a little bit at odds with number 9, because you want to be focused more inward on yourself. So if you have a life path of number 9, once again, how can you go within yourself to see what impact you have on others? So there you have a little bit of the numerology for the month of July 2025.